Hello, we are the Wisest Wizards for the Saturday Rough Cuts review. I am Coffee Doug.
Ryan Pancakehat.
And we are going to review the beloved 1984 film Gremlins. Gremlins. It spawned a sequel, Gremlins 2: The New Batch, which I will be talking about in another review, because I love these films so much. It runs about an hour and 45 minutes. I've got the special edition DVD, which just has some cool special features on it. Nothing major, though. I mean, you could buy a regular edition if you want. It is rated PG. The interesting thing about this film that I learned looking up information on it is that when it came out, rated PG, this movie, along with a few others, like Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Doom, are kind of the reason that they went to PG-13,
okay,
because it had enough kind of gore and monster stuff that it wasn't quite. It was worse than PG, but they didn't want to make it rated R.
Yeah, this is my friend's coat, Mike Waterpipe. This is The Incredibles. I don't know if you can see the back here. But yeah, I was going through.
It's incredible.
I was going through the fucking pockets earlier, and the motherfucker has condoms in there. Like he's ever gonna get laid wearing this fucking coat. That's the funny thing right there.
Okay. It was written by Chris Columbus, Gremlins, who also wrote
Columbus?
Not that one, who also wrote Goonies and Gremlins 2 and some of the video games based on those. Directed by Joe Dante. He did a lot of TV stuff. It's a Steven Spielberg Presents. He had a lot to do with the film. He was the producer and had a lot of say in it. But did you watch this for the first time as a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, so when's
I actually have a recurring nightmare about it when the gremlins throw up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually in my dream. I'm at an old house, one of the old houses that we lived in, and I would jump down the stairs. It was amazing. But then one of the gremlins, probably the main one, Stripe, I guess. Stripe, not Spike, but he was there. And he'd be at the end, and I'd have to jump over to him, too, and I'd wake up. These dreams were weird, but yeah, I had them as kids, because I watched it.
Stuck with you.
Yeah.
Now, that's the thing. A lot of people know what this is about. It's basically about a bunch of little creatures that wreak havoc in a town. That's the word I was looking for. They terrorize a town. They drive everybody crazy. They're attacking people, attacking animals. They go nuts. Now, I will say that it's important to note that it happens during Christmas,
mm-hmm,
and I have always considered Gremlins a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a Christmas feel, there's Christmas decorations, Christmas trees, Christmas songs. I think it's a Christmas movie.
Isn't even the second one kind of Christmas oriented? Isn't there a Christmas tree in the building?
I don't know. Anyway, we're not talking about the second one.
Yeah, I know.
So, it stars Zach Galligan, who, he's been in a lot of stuff. He played the main character Billy, but he actually has done a lot of work since then, but Gremlins is what he's most famous for. Phoebe Cates, who did Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Drop Dead Fred.
Drop Dead Fred.
Now, that's for another review, but that is one of my first crushes ever. That girl was beautiful.
Oh, really?
Phoebe Cates. Oh, I loved her.
I like Meg Ryan.
Judge Reinhold, Corey Feldman. They're in this movie.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought those were your other crushes.
No. That's the other Corey. Or no. But the main stars of this film are Gizmo and
the Mogwai.
And the Gremlins, like Stripe. Those creatures are so friggin' funny, the entire movie, the shit that they get into, and the puppeteers said that it was really hard dealing with these creatures because, like Gizmo, Gizmo was meant to only be in the first half of the movie, and he was going to turn into a gremlin.
Oh.
And Steven Spielberg decided that it would be better for kids and the family if they kept a lovable creature the whole way through. So they said it was a real bitch because they had designed that puppet to only do the actions of the first half of the movie.
Wow.
So there's a scene where he's driving the car and where he's running and stuff, and they said it was a real pain in the ass. So, but Howie Mandel does the voice of Gizmo. Did you know that?
No.
And you know who Michael Winslow is from Police Academy that does all the noises?
Yeah.
He does the Gremlins.
Really?
Or most Gremlins. He does the Gremlins. So, it'd
help if you did a review and actually could say the name of the movie.
I think I watched this a million times as a kid, and I actually watched it about a week ago. And I really do still think it holds up to where if you were to watch it now or show it to a kid that's like 4 or 5, they would
scare
really
the
enjoy
shit out of them.
it'd scare them to no end. Like they'd cry all night long. So if you want to give your kids nightmares and a complex, let them watch this.
Yeah.
Talk about it a little bit.
What do you want me to say? I'm pretty much dead on with that.
Okay, basically, you need to watch Gremlins. You're going to love it. It was supposed to be a darker film when they first started coming up with the idea. The creatures were going to, like, kill the dog and behead the mother.
Well, they did, like, mess her up pretty bad.
Yeah, but they didn't. And then they decided that it would be better to aim at towards the family crowd.
Yeah, we want the family to get massacred.
We threw the Gremlins at the family.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I'll tell you what, there is an interesting fact in here. Don't feed them after midnight and don't get them wet. Well, fuck, you do that to me, yeah, some terrible shit's going to come out.
Yeah, there's
I get the horrible pains.
the 3 rules. That's the basic premise of the Gremlin. The kid, Billy, acquires this Mogwai, which I don't even want to give too much away. I want you to see it from an old Chinese man. But he acquires the Mogwai.
You know what I got from an old Chinese man?
And herpes. And there are 3 rules. If they are in daylight, if they get wet, or if they are fed after midnight, horrible things happen. Basically, the Gremlins come out. So they turn into...
So basically, it's people who can't follow the rules, and then they get fucked.
Of course, the 80s had a million little creature movies after that. Munchies, Critters. Like, this led the way. This was the first. So,
it was a groundbreaking achievement, right?
Now, the big thing, the reason I wanted to talk about this movie right now, besides the fact that I love it, is that it's going all over the internet and entertainment magazines and blogs that they are going, because 3D is so popular right now, that the director has talked about how, they are pretty sure that there will be a Gremlins 3D. Which means it'll be a brand new Gremlins movie, and it'll be... But, does that make you sad?
Yeah, it's like...
It won't be a remake. They're saying it'll be a sequel.
That's fine.
It's got to be a sequel, but the girl is retired from acting now. Phoebe Cates, she's never there. And who knows
who are you going to lust after?
I don't know. Gizmo?
Jennifer
Connelly? I think if they made a new one, a Gremlins in 3D, they'd have to be real careful not to make it just for kids. Because when you watch this, adults can appreciate this too, and they have to do that with the new one. That'd be very important.
Well, yeah, you don't want to just take your kid to a movie theater and be like, yep.
Yeah,
there you go.
A lot of movies do that though, like cartoons and stuff. The adult suffers through it.
Well, yeah, that's why you need some stuff.
Yeah.
That's why. Dang it! I don't want to mention an older review that we did or whatever, newer. I don't fucking know.
Okay. Anyway, watch Gremlins. If you haven't seen it, it is a classic that you need to check out. You're missing a lot. If you have seen it, rewatch it again. See what you think about it this time around. At a different time in your life. And I'll be reviewing the sequel. And so will Pancakehat with me, because we'll probably watch it soon. Maybe not. I don't know. My girlfriend really enjoyed this film. I do have a girlfriend. And we're excited to see the second
likes my
one.
penis.
And she likes my penis. Let us know what you thought of the movie and other movies that we should be reviewing for you, or movies that are kind of like this. I like little creature films, monster movies. They're fun.
What would you consider that one with Fred Savage?
Little Monsters?
Yeah.
Well, that's monsters, but they go to that fantasy world and everything. Under the bed. I don't know. Some creatures. Alright, we are the Wisest Wizards again, and please subscribe, watch the other Rough Cutters, support the Rough Cuts channel. We definitely like you giving your input and watching our reviews and telling us what to review. Peace out. Happy Saturday. I hope this was an incredible review for you.
Oh god, this coat. What the fuck was he? I got some money to blow. I'll just buy this day-ass coat. Look at the fucking sleeves, dude. It's like fake leather. And what is this, felt?
Biceps.
Yeah. Don't mind me. Put some air in here.